Hey everybody, Troy, Roadside RC. We are showing off something completely new to the channel today, right? We don't often get to say that. Something very new. I'm very excited about it. Any guesses as to what it is? Bam! We are officially into the RC drag racing world. What? This is the DR10 from Team Associated. Look at that purple. Look at that shine. I haven't even pulled the plastic off of it yet. Look, what? Oh, look at that. Gotta pull that off. Always. Now, I picked this car up used from my new friend Michael right here in Middle Tennessee. This started life as the brushless ready-to-run version, but the electronics, the controller, the motor, the ESC are gone. Those are different. Those are gone. And so I picked it up from him basically as a roller. What we're going to do here is we're going to just throw some random electronics that I have laying around in it. We're going to play with it, test hit. This is going to be practice vehicle before that low C22 drag car. Got that thing on order. So before it gets here, I'm going to use this one to just kind of feel out the RC drag world. Maybe then turn it into a 13.5 turn motor, no prep car. That scene's kind of getting big here in Tennessee. And so then I can have my low C, I can have this, I can test those side by side. Whole new content to bring to the channel here. Really excited to see what this kind of world's like. So let's see what, I'm going to go find my ESC and motor that we can just put in it for now just to try and see what happens. The ESC and motor setup that we're going to put in this one is, bam! It's the 8S setup from an Arma 8S Outcast. Oh my gosh, this thing's going to be crazy. Yeah, probably not. Yeah, I don't think one, I don't think it'll bolt up, but then two, I don't think the diff gears or anything like that would actually live. Maybe not. So I thought about putting, I have a Hobbywing SC8 that I thought about putting in it because I believe this may be very similar to what would have come in the vehicle ready to run. But instead I have this is an old version of a Hobbywing ESC. It actually is set up for censored, and so that way if I want to put in a censored 13.5 turn motor later, I can. This is almost like the Just Stock or the 10 BL120 that they make now. It's like the old version of that 10 BL120, and so it's not going to be as powerful. It's not going to have all the tuning features and that kind of thing, but it might work. It'll do the job for what I want to do just to get started. And I have this Castle motor. Actually, I had a couple Castle motors I might be able to choose from. This one, unfortunately, it is a 5700 kV, so it's a pretty high kV motor out there. Probably a little bit too much for what we're really going to want to do at the end, but it's what I have. So we're going to use it. We're going to run it. And then for a controller, I have a spare receiver that actually came out of my old Creighton. So this is my Futaba controller that I use in my drift car and everything. So this is the setup. Let's get it put in there and see if this thing will run. And just like that, Castle motors in, Hobbywing, ESC, Futaba receivers in there so I can use it with my T4PV. So hey, it is unfortunately nighttime now, and so it's super dark outside. Can't drive it in the driveway. We are gonna have to wait till maybe tomorrow, something like that. See if we can't get out, charge some batteries up, bring some different pinions, bring shock spacers, and just let's see what happens. All right, so here we are. We have the DR10 drag car. It is out here. First time I found a beautiful, just absolutely freshly paved piece of asphalt here. This should be a really, really fun place to try it. All right, let's see how this thing goes now. Whoa, we went left. All right, it's doing pretty good. Let's try again. 1, 2, 3. Oh, that was a nice one. Right, and this is pretty fun so far. I don't know if you can see this, but I'm actually using my GNSS speedometer. And so you can actually track speed versus distance, acceleration versus distance, and so you can see there, you know, what I'm running Honestly, not even really doing like burnouts or anything. Literally just driving around on this asphalt and just trying to get a feel for what it takes to accelerate, what it takes, you know, to not spin out, kind of thing. And I've done a 3.4 at 39. Is it good? Is it bad? Probably horrible, but it's kind of fun to be able to test it, see the results immediately with this speedometer, with this GPS on here. A couple things I've already noted is I believe I'm already wearing the paint off the body where the front tires hit. Sometimes it looks like probably need to, as I've seen some people do online, put some limiters in the front shocks so that it can only go down so far. Otherwise you end up hitting and something like that. I may actually try to heat it and bring the fender out slightly, but yeah, this is pretty cool. Let's make some more hits and see what happens. Oh, and check that one out. I hope you can see it. Can we get it in here to where you can see it? Look at that. So this is where it took off, spun the tires, had to get back out of it. You see that in both the blue and the orange line where acceleration actually slowed down as I go. It's pretty cool to be able to see that. Okay, so I've had a fun day out here messing around with our DR10, brand new into this thing, you know, and this is fun. I've probably spent 30 minutes, 45 minutes or so just kind of messing around, getting a feel for the car. And, you know, this stuff is fun. Like, you know, all aspects of RC hobby have different things with them. You know, this one's a lot in the tune. This is a lot in the kind of like RC drifting, a lot in the what do you do in order to get it to go right, or go straight in this instance, right? And how to keep going faster. You know, I'm gonna mess with this car a little bit. I'm gonna look in for an upcoming video. I'm gonna throw some gears at it. I'm gonna throw a couple different things just to kind of play with it. But I know it's not, I don't think it's legal in any of the classes, and it's not gonna be fast in any of the classes right now. So I'll have to put some different electronics in it and stuff in order to truly go out and have fun with others with it, which I think is where it'll really shine. So, but as of right now, this is just me dipping my toe into RC drag racing. So here's what I want to know from you. Hey, are you guys into the RC drag racing? Or do you already have a car? You know, are you running a Slash version? Are you running this DR10? You know, do you have the new Losi on order? You know, what have you got out there? What are you running? I'd love to hear what your thoughts are. You know, hey, if you have any super good tips or tricks, I am all ears right now. I am still just learning this. So anyway, thank you guys for watching. Really appreciate you. Talk to you later. Goodbye.